Okay, so here we are back for the trifecta of topic. So in the last episode, part two, whatever you want to call it, um, I relayed how I went to a hospital, a regular local hospital, um, hoping for assistance of some sort. Most anticipated source of the assistance was some type of uh, outreach program for financial assistance or something like that. Well, as you saw, that never happened. So what this part is really crazy because my biggest fear was um, going to the hospital without medical insurance and incurring another bill. And what I probably, not probably, what I didn't share with you was previously like, oh, I did a video on this a while back. I don't remember. It's been a while, but it was like 14 years ago, whatever it was. Um, that other person I talked about that I had a relationship with had visited, and we, she was from up north, and I was down here in the Fort Myers area. Well, I'm not in the Fort Myers area right now, but that's where I was during the story that I'm telling now. But we had a really, really good weekend and everything. I was able to get her back to the airport, and everything went really well. And then between the airport and my residence was a little sports bar, still is there. I think at the time it was called Larry's, Larry's Bar and Grill, or Larry's something. And I always just joke around. I used to call it Gary's or whatever, but I think it's now called Rusty's Bar and Grill. But we actually had stopped there. Let me back up just a little bit in retrospect. We actually stopped there before going to the airport, and I think we each had like a beer or whatever, just to shoot the breeze and get her there on time. Then I came back and had a couple beers there, and then literally I lived like a mile away or whatever. Go there, and I had previously removed some fishing rods and stuff like that from that little SUV I had, the Ford Escape, and the I propped them up in my bedroom right next to the door that would lead to the bathroom. And in the middle of the night, I ended up getting because how it was configured, I might not had all my faculties, together, but I got a big old rusty hook in my calf, like it was a big hook and a big rusty contaminated hook. And then I was kind of like, it was really weird because it was dark. I was hobbling around and trying to figure out how to get out of this crisis. And um, eventually, I cut the line off of the hook, and I was pretty much, well, it was like that point. It was, I don't know, it was late at night, after midnight. I don't know exactly what time it was, but uh, so I was like, well, screw it. I'm just going to sleep with this hook in my calf because, And then I started thinking about it. And then I started thinking about how they tell you about if you don't have a tetanus shot, you can get something rusty gets in your body, you can get lockjaw and all these things. So I started thinking, man, this might not be a great decision. So I go to a hospital, probably not the closest one at the time, but the one I felt most confident with that I thought. And go down there, and I literally, there was like nobody there. It was like pretty much go in. Very uncommon for a hospital in today's times. So I pretty much walk right in and give them my information and tell them what my problem is. And they're like, no problem, have a seat right over here. Boom, like within like minute or two, they're calling me into a little examining room, and next thing I know, it the lady is wiping what is that fluid? Anyway, they're wiping stuff on there. Doctor comes in and like literally, like it was like boom, 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 boom. It's unheard of for a hospital. Cuts the hook off, pulls it out of my leg. They wipe the I forget what that iodine. Yeah, that's what it was. Iodine, the antibiotic ointment or what all that crap was. But they just wrapped up my leg and just send me on my way. And next thing I know, I'm getting a bill for $3,000. Well, I was literally in there for 10 minutes or less. It was crazy, freaking crazy. I probably wasn't quite three. It was probably like $2,500 total. And so now let me get back to the reason you're here. So during that financial crisis I was going through at the hospital, which happened to be the same hospital. Call me a dumbass. Now I know better, but I did all that without zero help in the financial market of the root problem of my stress. So I previously told them during the somewhere during the admission process, I forget what it was, that I was worried about finances. So so this is what happens. They, I basically discharged myself. I don't think it would have made much difference because nobody had talked to me about finances or whatever. So literally, like months later, month or two later, phone started ringing. I started getting bills. Guess how much they charged me? $6,000 to try and do the right thing. 6,000 freaking dollars to a man who went there because he had financial stress. Think about that. Think about that. 6,000 freaking dollars to be there. I was definitely there less than 3 days. It was 48 hours, maybe a little bit more. I don't remember exactly because they had me so drugged up. I know I was there less than 72. That's for damn sure. And but $6,000 bill they send a person who went to the hospital for a life-threatening situation due to financial stress. Then they send me a bill for $6,000. I mean, what is that? That was like, what's that, like $1,000 a pill? What the, really, what the hell is that? I mean, it was crazy, and nothing happened. Nothing productive happened. It was crazy. It's just like I feel like they're just raping society. These medical institutions are just literally just fornicating, people. Like I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that probably started paying. I never paid a penny on that bill. Pretty much told them to go f themselves. Review why I was there, and then it went to collection agencies and all that. So yeah, that never really helped my credit either. But yeah, it's like can you imagine that? I mean, $6,000, right? I didn't need a heart transplant. Didn't need a lobotomy. Yeah, I can't even say the word because they've already done it. Lobotomy. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. So, but man, like $6,000 bill to try and get help for financial help, and you're just burying people, man. That's all you're doing. It's crazy. And so one more time, I want to thank at Chance Road Tripping for being so courageous to share the story. Uh, I don't feel like I'm on the same level as her. I feel like my story is like somewhat interesting. It doesn't really pertain to my channel in general, but it's crazy. Like as I think about this, um, I've been trying to do a lot of work for a charity called Mission 22, and that is the beliefs of that charity is to prevent veterans coming back from combat or from war or deployment from self-termination. So the reason it's called Mission 22 because at one point in time, I don't even know if it's still a true statistical uh, average, but 22 veterans a day would self-terminate and due to problems relocating to society. I'm not a veteran. I don't portray to be a veteran. Um, I do try to help veterans as much as I can, but the it's pretty much the same, final outcome. If you live or you perish, and I appreciate that channel at Jance Road Trippin'. This is part 3 of my story. I feel like I could probably share more. I don't want to bore you. I know I'm doing something very unconventional, untraditional to share so many videos back to back. But the reason I'm doing that is because I want to share my messages um, due to time constraints on this phone, and then also let people know that yes, I have no problem trying to wake up tomorrow morning and attack life, and so no need to send the popo come looking for me or anything like that. It's a very sensitive and sore topic to me. Um, that lady is very courageous, and I loved how honest and open she was sharing her message. So that's what sparked all this hidden internal turmoil in my brain, if you will, my cranium. But yeah, I'm gonna do my best to stay vertical and stay active and stay positive. But yeah, it's important. If I guarantee there's a whole crap load of people out there that are probably not going to admit it, but have probably been in similar situations. So let me be one of the other courageous people inspired by another courageous lady that tell you you're not alone. We can do this. We hopefully we can do this. You know, I don't know what's going to happen, 5 days from now, but I sure as hell going to try and fight hard and always be a pain in the ass to Satan trying to take me out. So, with that being said, just keep on fighting, people. Fight till the end.